I criticize games all the time, and honestly, a lot of them deserve it. But after seeing some of you guys talk about loving some of these games that I personally despised, it really got me thinking, what games do I personally enjoy that you guys probably would consider garbage? As it turns out, quite a few of them. So here are the top 5 video game guilty pleasures that I can't stop playing. This first one is high up on the list because quite frankly, I'm not that guilty about it. And if you ask me, it's a damn good series of games. But there are a lot of people who would disagree with me, instead arguing that this series represents everything wrong with video games today. And honestly, I would be hard-pressed to dispute that claim. And the franchise I'm talking about is, of course, Dynasty Warriors. I first came into contact with this series when I was at my local movie rental shop and discovered Dynasty Warriors 3. Not knowing what to expect, I picked it up, and from that moment forth, I've been hooked. And it's not just because of how ridiculous these games are. I mean, I won't lie, that is a big factor.
When all else fails, attack! I've already repaid my debt to Cow Cow. Don't stop me!
I cannot allow you to be in a position to threaten Lord Cow Cow again.
Then I shall cut my way through!
Cow Cow? I don't think they pronounced that correctly.
I am Cow P.
Alright, now that is just ridiculous. However, as much as I do love this series, I will admit it has gone a bit downhill as it's progressed. For one, the dialogue isn't as funny as it used to be, and for two, it's not as fun to play as it used to be, which is mostly due to how simplified the games have become over the years. For example, in Dynasty Warriors 3, the enemies attack you pretty often, and if you're not careful, you can die pretty quickly. In the new games, however, they barely attack you, and even when they do, they usually miss. You would think at least one of these guys would be able to hit me. I mean, come on! But despite that, I still really like these games, and I look forward to each new release, including the spin-off games, such as Fire Emblem Warriors. And that game is actually pretty good, although the story is terrible, just absolutely This next game is kind of a strange one because it isn't actually a widely despised game. As a matter of fact, it's very highly rated. But the reason why I consider it a guilty pleasure is because it's not something you would expect me to play. I mean, usually I'm playing super cool action games where I'm killing things and hunting for sweet treasure, but I'm not doing any of that in this game. And the game I'm talking about is Slime Rancher. That's right, a game all about, as you probably guessed, ranching slimes. Like this glowy slime, and this rock slime, and even this super cute cat slime. That's right, I said it was super cute, and I'm not taking it back. It's fucking cute! Honestly, this game is just hands down fantastic. Everything feels well polished, the graphics are really nice, and the gameplay is very engaging. The only bad thing I can say about this game is I wish there was more of it. Also, why is there no co-op? Come on, developers. I want to ranch cat slimes with a friend. Is that so much to ask? Yes, it is actually. Designing a functioning multiplayer mode on limited resources is not easy. I am aware of that, but I still want it! Star Wars: The Phantom Menace is not a good movie, and that is a fact that we can all agree with. And along with that fact, Star Wars Super Bombad Racing is not a good game. It's a great game, because there is nothing better than flying through the streets of Mos Espa as a weirdly proportioned Darth Maul inside of a really tiny version of his spaceship. Or better yet, using cheat codes to play as a really awkward looking Boba Fett, flying through space in arena mode. Aw yeah. Actually, this mode kinda sucks. Let's get back to the racing. I played this game a lot as a kid. It's probably one of the most rented games that I ever rented. But now that I'm an adult, you're probably thinking that I don't like this game anymore. But I'm not gonna lie, I still think it's pretty fun. Although to be fair, I do see a lot of problems with Super Bombad that didn't bother me as a kid. Such as, a lot of it's pretty repetitive. Also, what's up with Yoda's face? It's really creeping me out. The Assassin's Creed franchise has had some serious problems. For one, they're pretty much all the same with only minor updates. Even the new one, Origins, is still clearly Assassin's Creed. Also, there's a lot of nothing in this game. Like, what is this? What's the point of having a huge map if there's nothing in it? And a lot of the story is just terrible. I mean, all the modern day crap, why is it even in there? Get rid of it. Who even cares? I don't. I know that. But despite all of its problems, I'm actually a big fan of the series. So much so that I purchased and played through almost every single entry. Except Syndicate. That game was garbage. I've even watched the movie. And you know what? I liked it. Yeah, that's right. I'm even hoping they make a second one. What are you gonna do about it? Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, hey, someone wrote me a comment. You suck or something. Well, that's just not nice, man. That's just too far. Anyway, my point is I really enjoy these games, despite all their flaws. Do I wish they were better? Absolutely. Do they make too many of them? Yeah, they do. But I've still stuck with them because the gameplay is a lot of fun, and some of the story elements are pretty intriguing. I mean, the idea of being a super cool assassin, experiencing epic moments in history, is just awesome. And that's all I have to say on that, I guess. All right, to the next one. This next game is number 1 on my list, not only because it's the one I'm the most guilty about, but also because I play this game more than any other video game. And that game is Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. That's right, a Dragon Ball Z mobile game full of all the mobile phone bullshit that we've come to love. Such as stamina bars that run out way too quickly and then try to get you to buy more stamina, something else probably, and of course, loot boxes. Now, if you've seen some of my previous videos, then you know I hate loot boxes with a burning passion, and that is no exception in this game, because this game's loot boxes are fucking awful. For one, the odds of getting what you want are pretty low, usually less than a 1% chance. And if you really wanted to get a specific character, you want to know how much on average it would cost you in real world money? Roughly $350. And even after all that cash, you may not even get the guy that you wanted. As a matter of fact, you can spend $350 and not get anything good in the game at all. It's disgusting. But despite all of this, I still play it. I even occasionally put some money into it, because aside from the loot boxes, it's a pretty good game. And being able to build a team with some of my favorite Dragon Ball Z characters is cool. I say some because getting the guy I want is nigh impossible. But I mean, I do have a couple cool characters like Super Saiyan Trunks and Dracula Man. You know, the great Dragon Ball character, Dracula Man. My point is, I really like the game on its own, and it's a great time killer, which is why I stick with it so much. I mean, yes, I would have preferred a much more consumer-friendly business model, but there isn't much I can do about it, aside from, I guess, not buy stuff. Oh well. If you like this video, make sure to not subscribe. Wait, not subscribe? That's not right. Who wrote this? They're getting fired. I wrote this. Oh. Well, I mean, we don't need to fire anybody, you know? Accidents happen. You know, maybe we just forget about this mistake. You know, just move on, you know? You know, make sure to subscribe, please.